So welcome everyone, welcome to the miracle work today. And it's still very early. It can be like 1 a.m, it can be 2 a.m, it can be in the middle of the night for you, 3 a.m, it's maybe 7 a.m, or who knows what time it is where you listen to this. And so same with the ones that are here live in class, they're coming from everywhere and in all times. You can't believe it. 1 a.m, 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 10 o'clock at night, all in the same place. Has nothing to do with time at all. So this is beautiful. So thank you for being present here. So whether you sleep or not at night, or can be present here because you're awake, wonderful. That is a perfect plan. So it's like, don't hold on to anything, not even to the hours that you sleep. And this sounds really like open-minded, but it is like that. If you can't sleep, you can't sleep. So you might as well do something that takes you away from concerns and takes you away from fear and all other stuff that you otherwise do. Like, in fact, this is exactly where we're looking at today. It's like there's only one path, just like you see in the background. There's only one path. And if you think that there are more paths or more ways to do this, then you're not going to come. You're not going to go anywhere, is what it says. So today we use, again, chapter 19 from the Urtext Manuscripts. And there's one expression that really got to me. That's why I love to start with that and show that to you in a moment. So in order for you to get started too in this, we always start with relaxation. We're taking it easy. We're taking it easy. Because there's no force, there's no have to, there's no must do, there's all of that can go. We don't need that. So, whatever needs to happen here is you allowing this to occur. That's all. And everything is already given anyway. So that's the practice. Like, that's why there cannot be different paths in that sense. There cannot be. You cannot hold everything together, like your worldly ideas about yourself and your heavenly ideas about yourself. You cannot combine the two. This is really the basic idea that we share today. So, using the Urtext is just very helpful because it will point out very specific items in your awakening that you will have to take a look at. So if you have taken a look at it already, that's great. So you can enjoy it. You can confirm it and say, like, yes, indeed. Wow, that's amazing. It really works like that. So this is what happens to me too. It's like, it's great to use this, use the Urtext. For me, it's a total discovery that whatever I read there, it's actually black and white. It actually says there what I know to be true for myself. And that recognition is just a delight to let that happen and occur. So for that, it's already great. I was really into color today, and that's why it looks like this. I just love these colors. So is that important? Well, I don't know. It's just is what happens. So here we are. This is the expression I want to start with. Partial dedication is impossible. See, you don't have to think about this. You don't have to understand what it says. No, it's just let it do whatever it needs to do with you anyway. Let it just do what it does. It's all right. So here we go. Partial dedication is impossible. Truth is the absence of illusion. Illusion is the absence of truth. Both cannot be together. Both cannot be together, nor perceived in the same place. To dedicate yourself to both is to set up a goal forever impossible to attain. So I want to just take a moment to stand still with this. Partial dedication is impossible. Truth is the absence of illusion. Illusion is the absence of truth. Both cannot be together, nor perceived in the same place. To dedicate yourself to both is to set up a goal forever impossible to attain. And there's a key figure involved in this whole story that we're going to get to in a moment. But let's do its work. Partial dedication is impossible. Truth is the absence of illusion. Illusion is the absence of truth. Both cannot be together, nor perceived in the same place. To dedicate yourself to both is to set up a goal forever impossible to attain. You know this, right? You know this to be true. You know this, and it is like, it is right here in your mind, right? It is right here with you. You know those two cannot go together. So you either see one or the other. Partial dedication is impossible. So each dedication is total. You either dedicate yourself in the moment, you dedicate yourself completely to truth, or you don't, or you completely go into illusion. There's no in between, there's no gray area. So you switch continuously the option, like yes, no, yes, truth, no, yes, truth, no. Oh my God, I'm so afraid. Oh no, I'm in the no, I'm in the illusion section. What do I expect from the illusion section? Like, what is it that I'm looking for in the illusion section? Looking for a body, looking for everything related to bodily ideas, looking for limitation, lack, disease, disaster, basically all the stuff that you read on your news app. Like, that's what you choose for when you dedicate yourself to illusion. Yeah, so with all of its attributes, that's a big pile too. Chaos is one of them too. It's like, it's chaos, it's injustice, it is anxiety, it is insanity, it is all of that. And then truth, on the other, no, it's not on the other hand, there's just one. You dedicate yourself to truth for this one moment. You become still. You start to listen. You become still. You, for one moment, you just feel the release of that, what was, say, what was occupying you a moment ago. But truth is simple, like it's release, it's openness, it's expansion, it is quietness, it is trust, it is certainty, it is all that what comforts you truly, and all that is already given to you. So this is very black and white the way I say it now, but it's like there is no in between. So the thing is that you will try to combine the two. You take a little bit of this and take a little bit of that. Like, that is just so common. You try to find a cure for your bodily limitations and hopes it's going to work. And it is a bit of a spiritual idea that might help, you know, you keep using a mantra or something to almost to put a spell on your sickness, like to take that away, or in some kind of way. Or you know, it's like this part is really interesting, because you can hang out in that area a long time, thinking that you're really doing something, thinking that you're really applying spirituality in your life, like hoping for a healthy body, hoping, it's like praying for a healthy body, praying for a better job, for more income, for this, for that, all of that. Like, you can hang out in that area, and we've been doing that for a long time, trying to combine the two, and it didn't really work, you know. It's like that does not work that way. So to be instructed, so to speak, to be instructed or to be guided to do it in a different way is totally helpful, in the sense that you actually are going to come in touch with a true solution that's actually going to work, you know. So because there is no overlap, I might as well leave all of my ideas, all of my spiritual ideas, even all of my what I think would be the best for me, how I got used to applying the spiritual teaching in my human life. All of that I leave behind, just to give, say, truth, all the space. See, and if you do it total, this world disappears, like this body disappears. You suddenly feel your alignment with the universe. It just literally dissolves the rest. Like, all my illusions literally evaporate. They all melt like snow in the sun. So that is the invitation and the possibility here to train that, to use that. And so one of the things, like very practically, that come in, that are very helpful in my say, in my training, or in the way that I came to this, so to speak, is this little book. I'm gonna look for it. I'm looking for it right now. Where is it? I don't have money. I don't have that much stuff here, but still I lose stuff. Oh, here it is. Right underneath the whole pile. So this is very simple, this little book. I'm Sustained by the Love of God. And you probably downloaded it one time, because it's available. I can send it to you always. Like, this is so helpful. And we can actually do this together. We did this before, but now I just want, say, everyone to read one of these, if it's possible for you to do so at this point, for the ones that are in class. Nothing I see means anything. The reason this is so is that I see nothing, and nothing has no meaning. It is necessary that I recognize this, that I may learn to see. What I think I see now is taking the place of vision. I must let it go by realizing that it has no meaning, so that vision may take its place.
I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. I have judged everything I look upon, and it is this and only this that I see. This is not vision, it is merely an illusion of reality, because my judgments have been made quite apart from reality. I am willing to recognize the lack of validity in my judgments, because I want to see. My judgments have hurt me, and I do not want to see according to them.
I do not understand anything I see. How could I understand what I see when I have judged it amiss. What I see is the projection of my own errors of thought. I do not understand what I see because it is not understandable. There is no sense in trying to understand it, but there is every reason to let it go, to make room for what can be seen and understood and loved. I can exchange what I see now for this merely by being willing to do so. Is not this a better choice than the one I have made before?
These thoughts do not mean anything. The thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything because I'm trying to think without God. What I call my thoughts are not my real thoughts. My real thoughts are the thoughts I think with God. I'm not aware of them because I have made my thoughts to take their place. I'm willing to recognize that my thoughts do not mean anything and to let them go. I choose to have them be replaced by what they were intended to replace. My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies in the thoughts I think with God. That's already sufficient. So thank you for your participation in this. So you see this even in lesson 4, like it already says this. I'll repeat it once more. See, this is about the choice you make continuously. I'm willing to recognize that my thoughts do not mean anything. Well, this is the recognition that we're going to have with the thoughts that we have and trying to use them to apply as guides for seeing, in our daily life. Like my thoughts in this sense have no meaning. They actually are not working. And that's very devastating to hear that, because sometimes I have really great ideas and I treasure them. I really love to be with them, but I actually have to admit that they don't work for me any longer. So because I'm actually in fear and I experience pain, I go through all the hoops to get it all together, and it doesn't seem to work any longer. See, if you come to that place, then you're suddenly open for an alternative. So, and this alternative is going to give you this. I choose to have them be replaced by what they were intended to replace. So, okay, so it's intended already to be replaced. My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies in the thoughts I think with God. So it was intended this way. So you were not, created, so to speak, to be successful in this world and to be successful, say, maintaining your own ideas. No, this was intentional. This was intended to fail. And so now your choice is then to let that happen. And say like, okay, well, if it was intended, then I'm gonna let go of my say my giving to that, like my investments. I take out all my investments and let the whole market collapse, so to speak. My whole security, I'm going to let that collapse into itself, because basically I love to have a new experience of myself, say literally experiencing the thoughts that that are given me. Yeah, the thoughts that I think with God, like with my whole mind, instead of my limited perspective, my limited ideas. In order for this to have that occur, I need to take all this other stuff out of the way, that needs to go. I don't need it any longer. I don't need those ideas. So now I'm dedicating myself to this, and I don't know how to do that, and I don't know how this all will work out for me, but I'm willing to go on that path and to follow the direction step by step, to get me out of my own, say, self-imposed limitation. And that is the offering that is being given here. Like, now I'm starting to think with the thought of God, which is a creative thought. It is a whole different quality. The same as, say, comparing it to illusion then. The illusion was chaotic. It was no certainty at all. It was just a fake, say, dream, so to speak, with a suggested safety and security and comfort. And it never comforted you. You know, it never did anything to you. So here in our new discovery, in a new discovery of ourselves, we see that suddenly there's an opening. There's a possibility. You don't know exactly what it is. It goes beyond your understanding. Just like we said the other day, it's like it has everything to do with your faith in the other option. You need that other option because you're completely stuck in your humanhood, in the sense like, well, that is no way out for me any longer. No, I need something else. So I put my faith in something that I don't understand and that I do not see. I cannot see it with my eyes, but I know it's there. Like, I want to have the experiment that it's there. I want to be part of the experiment. It's really like the great experiment of awakening. It is where we join together in that. And then seeing step by step, little by little, that actually there are some things like moving in my experience in the direction of coming to know the truth, of having glimpses of it during meditation, during reading this lesson. Suddenly I see like, oh yeah, wow, I haven't seen that before. Of course this world is upsetting. Or of course my ideas are upsetting because it wasn't intended that way. Like, I literally tried to hold something together or to invent my own image of myself, but the image and likeness of God itself, so to speak, was already perfect. And I tried to add something to it, and which is never going to give me anything. So this is great, and I love it, the way that this comes together, you know, with the little part that I shared from chapter 19, and this say the first reviews of the lessons of A Course in Miracles. That's pretty amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. Here's our partial dedication part that we just read. Partial dedication is impossible, it says here. Truth is the absence of illusion. Illusion, the absence of truth. Both cannot be together nor perceived in the same place. So why does that say that? In the same place. So if you find yourself in the world, you cannot experience truth. But if you start to experience truth, the world will start to dissolve. So this is what is meant by that too. It's like a sudden shift into vertical alignment. It's a shift away from the body. Literally, the body dissolves. So it cannot be perceived in one place. To dedicate yourself to both is to set up a goal forever impossible to attain. For part of it is sought through the body. Yeah, this was the secret factor. For part of it is sought through the body, thought of as a means for seeking out reality through attack, while the other part would heal, and therefore calls upon the mind and not the body. The inevitable compromise is the belief that the body must be healed and not the mind. Here's the compromise. So, and this is one of the illusions that you can walk around with for a very long time. That's why I'm mentioning it. The inevitable compromise is to believe that the body must be healed and not the mind. So that's what I said just a moment ago too. It's like, the body needs to be healed. Are you sure? Is that how you think of this? Are you looking for that? Trying to put spiritual ideas in the healing of your body? Or are you allowing your body to disappear for just a moment into the realization that of what you are? So that's really the choice that you have and that you're going to discover. So I'm leaving it right here because there's so much in there to so much confusion around, say, that was connected to it. Now this is cleared up, you know, it's cleared up. You see, like, no, that's not an option. I cannot use and practice ideas to heal the body. Sorry, it's not going to work. And it is one of your favorite hobbies. It's one of your favorite hobbies to fix your body. You know, look at what we do with it. Look at what we do with it. It is very tempting to think that if you need, you adjust the body, that's, or adjust certain parts, or do this and that with it, then it will be healed, or pray for it, or hold your hands on it, or do whatever you need to do on it. Like, thinking that that would do it. It's really the belief in magic, like to its, yeah, really coming into fruition, so to speak, in its own fantasy, to say that. So here it is then. So you choose that, or you choose, if you want healing to occur, that cannot be anything else than recognizing the truth of who you are and allowing things to dissolve, like this whatever you perceive in the body is apparently has nothing to do with that what is not understandable and you cannot see. See, that is a conflict, like that's a huge conflict. So you perceive something that you think that needs to be healed, and you look for a spiritual solution for that. That's not going to be there. You know, that's not going to be there to apply on the same level as where you perceive this. No. Just like I said a moment ago. So listen really carefully in what you do. You see something and you understand all about it. It's like, well, this is broken. This does not work. This is not how it is supposed to look. And now you want to say, heal that because you perceive that. And recognizing the truth then as that what I put my faith in, that I don't understand and cannot see, then we come to the same place again. So I was like, oh yeah, wait a minute, this is an actual healing instruction here from Jesus. It's a healing instruction. I cannot see it. I cannot understand it, but I put all my faith in it. And I'm open to receive just that solution. I'm open to receive just that. In a blink of an eye, things can change. It's like, there's the solution. I just need to let go of my incessant compulsion to fix my body, to fix this situation, to fix my relationship, to fix my financial situation, to fix this, fix that, from all of this stuff. Like, no, the two don't meet. The two worlds don't meet, and there's just one real of them. One of them is real, the other does not exist. So you can try to adjust and to do whatever you want with your say dream situation that you're in. You can do whatever you want. Sure, nobody's going to stop you, but it has nothing to do with reality. So then this I needed to share. This is so essential, because there's yeah, it's good to know that you have a choice, and also to know that how clear this must be if you are willing to have healing coming to you. You know, it is like this saves you so much time of suffering and trying to figure things out. No, there's no solution to your problem that you perceive, because the place where you perceive it does not exist in reality. It is simply not there. I am not of this world. This is not taking place in reality. And I want to know the truth about myself. That is my intention. That is what I always will return to. I want to know the truth because it's the only thing there really is. And I would love to have a full-blown experience of that. The heck with everything else. The hell with it. The hell with it. It is hell. And the hell with it. No. Oh, that's so great. So thank you for letting me share this with you. That's totally lovely. So it's great to use this little booklet. Like, even though there's only 50 lessons in them, and it's only the reviews of them, even you don't even have to do the whole lesson. It is still totally blows your mind. Totally helps you to see, like, oh yeah, it's not that. It's not that. No, it's not that. No, it's not that. So truth can emerge in you and come to in your consciousness. And it never left anyway. So that's lovely. I'm going to I have another book. I sell these things. Now, I don't make money of it. You can download it for free. It is great. So there's so many prayers and little helps, like what is the other one? Well, the Miracle Healer's Handbook is so helpful with the miracle principles. And then there's the Jesus is Praying, and there's the I'm Sustained by the Love of God. And then there's another one, all about God and how to find him. We will use that the other day. We will use that. That's also a great booklet. It's so simple, just a couple of words, but you can, you take it with you, you put it in your bag or whatever, or you have it on your phone as a PDF, you pull it up, you start reading 2 lines, and it's like, oh my God, I want more of this. I like this. I love this. Oh, what a relief that I carry that with me. What an incredible provision is here. Continuously, this is being presented in all kinds of ways. It is just up to me to actually use it and apply it. And like, no, there's no solution. No, there's no solution to this. I want the true solution. Come to me. So let's see if there's a prayer that confirms this to us. Father, so pray with me, or be in this recognition with me. Father, I thank you for today and for the freedom I'm certain it will bring. This day is holy, for today your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done, for he will hear your voice directing him to find Christ's vision through forgiveness and be free forever from suffering. Thanks for today, my Father. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day and what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him today. I was born into this world, but to achieve this day and what it holds in joy and freedom for your Holy Son and for the world he made, which is released along with him. Be glad today, be glad. There's no room for anything but joy and thanks today. Our Father has redeemed his Son this day. Not one of us, but will be saved today. Not one who will remain in fear, and not one the Father will not gather to himself, awake in heaven, in the heart of love. Father, I thank you for today and for the freedom I'm certain it will bring. This day is holy, and for your Son will be redeemed. His suffering is done. Not one who will remain in fear, and not one the Father will not gather to himself, awake in heaven, in the heart of love. So thank you so much for letting me share this with you. Thank you so much.